Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your mid-month September reading. This is for all Geminis, Sun, Moon, and Rising, mid to the end of September. And a little sneak peek into October because apologies, I did not get around to your September monthly readings. So here we go. I'm also going to combine your love reading at the end, okay? So I will try to timestamp this if you're interested in the love reading. So here we go. Remember, this is a general reading and not all readings will resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Never force a message to apply. Here we go. Gemini, mid-September, peaceful resolution. Mid-September to, let me move these cards, to end of September. What do we have going on for mid-September to the end of September for Gemini? Too many things going on here. I had a bunch of cards fly out. It's funny, when a bunch of cards flew out, this one ended up right side up into my deck. I flipped it back over and continued shuffling. And then Spirit said, no, that was right. You got to take that card. So here it is, peaceful resolution and success. One more card, please, for mid to end of September. So whatever the situation is, which you are trying to gain a peaceful resolution from, trying to find balance, just trying to be in peace with yourself, in your home life, at work, and your family. You just want peace and balance is what I'm feeling. You will have success and a big opportunity to continue on that path of success. Okay, so I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify those cards right there. Let's see, which deck am I feeling right now? Let's go with the Gilded Tarot. By the way, thank you everyone for tuning in, for subscribing, for checking out my channel. I absolutely appreciate all your support. So let's see. I do feel as though that there is a situation that perhaps you've been worried about whether or not the situation is going to get resolved. But the truth of the matter here is that whatever it is, whatever situation it is that you are trying to get resolved, there will be a peaceful resolution when you speak up, when you speak your truth. When you own your truth and speak your truth, you will find success. However, if you hold your tongue and don't speak up, these thoughts that go on in your head, it's like this inner monologue of doubt, self-doubt, self-deprecating thoughts like, no, this isn't going to work for me. You are talking yourself down and probably out of your own success and whatever opportunity that comes your way. Why, Gemini? What's going on? If you don't have confidence within yourself, within your talents, within your abilities, within whatever it is that this peaceful resolution is, you know, weighing on you for whatever reason, then how can you expect anyone else to have faith in you? Right? I mean, the right people in your corner will always have faith in you. However, it becomes increasingly difficult for those that don't know you, that aren't yet in your corner, to believe in you as well. So tell me about this peaceful resolution. Let's expand on it before we move on to success and opportunity. So this is what's going on for you, Geminis, mid to end of September. Expand on peaceful resolution. What are Geminis so worried about? Peaceful resolution. Here we go. See, look at that. Again, communication and standing your ground. Whatever the situation is, You are talking yourself out of taking the right steps, the right action. You have a really, really difficult time with seeing outside the box, with seeing beyond what's not going to work out. I feel that there's a lot of pessimism here, and you ultimately disappoint yourself with your own thoughts, with your own ideas, with your own, well, I'm trying to choose the right words here. If the signs are all in front of you, for example, success and opportunity, because they're right there, right? The cards are there saying, hey, it's time to speak up. It's time to do right. It's time to, move on, move forward. Peaceful resolution here. You'll have success and opportunity. And yet you still have doubts that it's not going to work out in that way. You become your own worst enemy, and you ultimately break your own heart. You ultimately hurt yourself in the process. And rather than standing your ground and doing the right thing by you and speaking up, first of all, if you don't speak your truth because you don't know your truth, then it's time to connect with yourself and figure out exactly why you haven't gotten to your own inner wisdom, why you haven't connected to your own inner wisdom, why you haven't expanded on your own inner truth, why you don't have the confidence to speak about who you really are, what you really want, how you want things. There's a plan here that's not being spoken of. There are doubts here. There are things that go on that you've been thinking about, that you want to move forward on, and you hold yourself back. You self-sabotage. You talk yourself out of it. You think things aren't going to work out. You think worst case scenario because you have figured out that when you think of worst case scenario, you've protected yourself from future disappointment. But what you don't understand and what you don't realize is by focusing so much on worst case scenario, you're feeding it all your energy. And so what ends up developing 8 times out of 10, probably 7 times out of 10, for some, maybe 9 times out of 10, exactly what you feared, right? And so it's time for you to, shift the idea, the thoughts that say things aren't going to work out. The fear that things can't possibly work out. Just because you don't see or you can't, for whatever reason, envision things working out doesn't mean that they won't. And when you get a sign, in fact, 3 signs, peaceful resolution, success, and opportunity, it's time to run with it, Gemini. Let's talk about success and opportunity here. If Gemini stops self-sabotaging, what will develop? Success and opportunity. If Gemini cuts the self-doubt and works on whatever opportunity it is, okay, Gemini, what's going on? I feel like I have had this reading for you before. Cold feet. Somebody is thinking of marriage. Somebody is wanting to get married. Somebody is thinking of taking their relationship to the next level, moving in together, proposing, getting married. It's like, okay. Or maybe you've been seeing someone for quite some time and just never gave them that serious relationship label. And you know that it's time to, but you've got fears about moving things forward. You've got fears of going into a much more serious step, commitment. And yet I feel that some of you are probably already living with this person and that's just been okay with you, but there hasn't been any forward movement. any further steps, any more steps up. You're just kind of there, and that works for you. But does it work for your partner? And if you're realizing it doesn't work for your partner, or because this is a general reading, remember this can also go vice versa for some of you Geminis. Maybe this is what you've been waiting for, and your partner doesn't have the confidence to meet you at this point, or you them. But this is about coming together with someone you have such a strong connection, chemistry with, and you say, you know what? Mind you, you don't say this to anyone, Gemini. You say this to yourself. I don't see you speaking to your partner about this. This is like deep secret, top secret information. Because the minute you say it to your partner, where you really tell them, not just like, hey, we should probably get married. No. You know what I'm talking about, Gemini. You've already got certain plans in mind. You're already thinking, maybe it's time we should, look into justice of the peace, or justice of the peace, or how about that? Our church. Maybe I should talk to, our pastor, our, whoever it is, whatever religion you may be, or, maybe it's a close friend of yours who happens to be an earth sign, right? A Taurus, and they can probably marry you because they got one of them, online, licenses to marry people, right? Or maybe you just want to say, fuck it, let's go to Vegas. The thing is, Gemini, you've already thought about all these plans, but you have kept them to yourself. Why? Because it becomes real the minute you speak it, the minute you start making plans. And what do I get? Cold feet. But you speak your truth, you speak about your plans, you have an opportunity for success in this relationship, in this partnership. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Seriously. Now, I made this about love, but let's turn it into business or career opportunities for some of you that this doesn't apply to. Because for others of you, what I'm feeling is you've had some time to really think about who you want to partner up with. If it is a business opportunity, a new venture, opportunity to invest, a new project that comes in, you and your friend, or you and someone maybe you got connected, through a mutual friend. And you realize you have a lot in common with this person, and you're thinking, wow, this guy, he knows his shit. I need to connect with him. I've got all these ideas. Or vice versa. Or her. Doesn't have to be a him, right? Universal here. It can also be that, because I just got a message right now. Some of you already have a partner, but you meet someone new that you feel that you'll have more structure, more stability, more success with a new partner that comes in. Business partner, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm not talking about you lovers. I'm talking about business partners. Business, finance, career opportunities here. You may have already started talking about plans that you wanted with someone. You haven't completely started those plans, but it's been like in the idea process. Then you meet someone new who you say, oh man, this is the person. This is the guy. This is the girl that can help me manifest exactly what I want. They know their shit. We have the same great ideas. We can really, really make this a successful thing. But you're afraid to speak your truth. You're afraid to, truly take that leap of faith to manifest, whatever it might be. But there's a peaceful resolution that results in an opportunity coming in with success. There is success in your peaceful resolution that turns into an opportunity. Big money opportunity, successful opportunity, happiness, contentment. This doesn't have to just be about love. This can be someone who, hey, I've got these great ideas, but I have no financial backer. I have no corporate experience. I have no experience in this field, I need someone who knows the ins and outs and how to make this happen. And then boom, you meet that person and you're like, holy cow, what the actual fuck? We can make this shit happen. I can't believe it. Like, this is my partner. We're doing it. He knows his shit. And that partner, I would say he, but he or she, that partner, yeah, they're confident. Look at that. It's like they're pitching a proposal, right? Look at that. It's like they're pitching a proposal. Like, hey, so this is what we've been thinking about. And you get your financial backing. Yes, Gemini. Oh, I love it. All right, let's keep moving with this success card. Any more cards for success? Because those two flipped over like that was it. Four of Swords. So you have, if you haven't yet, you are thinking about taking a break, trying to figure out what your next move is. Because you know that success awaits you. You know that opportunity is coming in. You know you've got someone that you can possibly connect with. And I feel like you're really thinking about, how do I take this next step? How do I prepare myself, right? And for those in the, relationship or marriage sector, if this applies to your love relationship, don't take this the wrong way, Gemini, but I feel like you're finally trying to get the nerve, the balls to speak up and say, it's time. I don't want you to think that I haven't been thinking about this. I have. And your partner is probably doubtful. Why? Why is your partner doubtful? Why? Because you have had so much self-doubt in the past, and they're just probably trying to fill you with confidence, and your self-doubt takes over. Your self-doubt is more powerful. So when you come to them after they've been the ones to kind of bring you up and cheer you up and prop you up sometimes, you want them to believe what you're saying. You need to be sincere. You need to figure out the right approach for your partner, because you know your partner well enough to say, I know how they'll believe me if I say this. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not, whatever it is, whatever your situation is, right? Now, if you don't, Gemini, you'll continue with this stagnant energy of missed opportunity. You will feel as though no matter how much love is around you, it's almost as though you're disconnected. There is no emotional fulfillment because you're too afraid to let go of that self-sabotage energy. It's almost as though because you've accepted that type of energy for so long, it's like a security blanket. You're like, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, so why bother? But if you don't take a shot, how will you know whether it was the right choice or not? Right? Escaping responsibility, sneaking away, knowing that you want this partnership, knowing that you want this relationship, this marriage, this, new business project. But again, self-deprecating thoughts, self-sabotage. You are your own worst enemy, Gemini. You are literally the Gemini with the one twin is the angel, one twin is the devil, and right now the little devil is like telling the angel, nah, don't even try it. Nope, not gonna work out. Why even bother? And the angel just kind of sits there. You're at odds with yourself. That's how I'm feeling it. So here we go. Tell me about this opportunity for Gemini, mid to end of September. Ooh, too many cards. Oh, come on, Gemini. So speak your truth. Know and own your truth, right? That Ace of Swords. You know what you want. You've already thought about what you're going to do next. You've taken time off and you've really, really thought about it. You've really, really figured out how you want things, what you want things, but you've never taken that leap of faith. You keep it all to yourself. And so what happens if you speak up? You get an opportunity to make things right. You get an opportunity to come together. In love, it's a marriage. It's, you know, relationship. It's being one big happy family. Maybe you have kids, maybe they have kids, maybe you both have kids. I had a few cards fly out. So, what is your opportunity here? If this is in business, it is about coming together, creating an abundant community, finding your balance and stability, building an empire, building something that you absolutely love that is fruitful and abundant. If this is in love, this is about being one big happy family, right? Now, if I remember correctly, the last reading I did for you on my Instagram live, you had a water sign that was trying to threaten your home life. 8 of Cups, King of Cups, Scorpio. 8 of Cups to me is the Scorpio card. King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So here might not be an actual water sign. They could have it in their chart, but it is also someone who I feel, I don't know if, what I remember from my last reading that I did on you guys is that you felt as though this Scorpio may have been a threat to your relationship, but you're defending this relationship. But how I see it here is you have an opportunity to create what you want in this relationship or partnership, because this water sign, they're flaky, they're wishy-washy. It's a temporary threat is how I would see it. They have no follow-through. And if your self-doubt is visible, they play on that. So it's time to really, really come into your own. Don't be intimidated by this water sign or this emotional manipulator. Don't be afraid of them. It's someone who comes and goes and just they're here for a split second and they're gone for even longer. Why risk your happiness for someone like that? You have an opportunity to make this work, to make this happen. Make it happen, Gemini. Any more cards for the opportunity card? Let's see. We have 2 more cards here. The Hermit and the Page of Swords. Could be you or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Hermit is Virgo. Could also be for Virgo season, or the fact that it's a number 9 card and we're still in the month of September. So it could be a September Libra. You've really thought about everything that every single, how do I explain this? Because I'm getting a bunch of messages at one time. I feel as though if this affects children, for those in a love relationship, you've really thought about what happens next. You've thought about how your engagement or marriage affects them, if you have children or they do. I honestly feel like I don't know what you're worried about here. I don't see any major threats other than yourself. Bottom line, this is what you're doing to yourself. And if you don't move and take action, you're going to end up being like this hermit a wise old man with a wealth of knowledge that never put those ideas into motion. You are causing your own nightmares. Nobody is doing it. Nobody but you. It's got to stop. It's got to stop, Gemini. I mean, unless, you know, you like overthinking, sleepless nights, anxiety. I don't know about you, but I don't like that. So that is your mid to end of September. I'm going to pull a couple cards just to peek into October, and we'll take it from there. Let's see what happens. But you have an opportunity to really, really make September, or really end September with a bang. Success, opportunity, peaceful resolution. It's yours. It is yours, Gemini. Stop overthinking the situation. Stop thinking that it's not meant for you. Stop thinking it can't happen for you. Cut it out. All right, let's see October for Gemini. Let's just take a little quick sneak peek of October. I'm just going to pull 2 cards. Look for a sign. Come on now, Gemini. If that isn't a freaking sign, I don't know what is, right? Seriously, Gemini, if you were here, I'd smack you with it. I'm kidding. I'm not a violent person. So, look for a sign and opportunity. Again, if you don't see this reading as a sign, and you need a million other signs, you need somebody to shake you, you need the universe to shake you, to awaken you. Wow, Gemini. That's tough. That's tough that you have put yourself in that mode of needing to double, triple, quadruple check anything before moving forward on whatever it might be, right? So what are we looking for a sign for the sign of Gemini into the month of October? Sneak peek October vibes for Gemini. Felt I needed to keep shuffling. Okay, sneak peek October vibes for Gemini. Look for a sign and opportunity. Tell me about this. Look for a sign. 5 of Swords, winning at all costs. Someone trying to threaten your happiness. Someone trying to threaten your happily ever after. Are you going to allow them to feed into that self-doubt? Those inner thoughts, that inner monologue that says, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve this? Or are you going to say, no, you become this 5 of Swords that says, I'm cutting you down, I'm cutting you out at the sake of my own happiness? Because this is really like the asshole card to me, right? 5 of Swords, doesn't give a shit who he hurts. So somebody might come in here, and I'm feeling as though they're very passive aggressive. Like they come across like they're cool, or they're trying to keep the peace or whatever, but they're really like, you know, shooting you down, throwing shade at you big time. This is someone who is like pretending to be cool in front of everyone, but they're throwing shade at you left and right. They become this asshole who threatens your peace of mind, your happiness. But I feel as though you're going to be done. You're going to be like, enough is enough. I'm going to be that 5 of Swords. I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine. Throw some shade back at you. See if you continue doing that to me again. That's what I'm feeling you're going to do, Gemini. I don't know. Because at some point, you're going to be sick and tired of all the self-doubt, all the anxiety. And for what? for some jerk. Look for a sign. You're afraid of what they say about you, what they think about you, how they're judging you. Why? They're obviously assholes. They're obviously jerks. Why does it matter? And again, I'm going to bring up, this could be a Scorpio with that Death card. And Six of Swords. You want nothing but to move forward. You want peace. You want happiness. You want joy. But again, Gemini, I'm going to point out, your inner self, mind, body, and soul, emotionally, and for some mentally, you're not at peace. You are judging yourself. You are believing the negative self-talk. You are believing other people's views of you. Who gives a shit what people think of you? I don't give a shit what people think about me. And I'm freaking happy in my own world. Winning at all costs for the sake of new beginnings, happiness, moving forward, starting over again in a very positive way. You will have that opportunity, right? Are you worth it? Hell yeah, you are. Are you worthy? Do you deserve happiness, abundance? Hell yeah, you are. Hell yes, you do. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Stand up for yourself. Put your foot down. Know that you deserve love, peace, and happiness, and that you are going to move forward. If someone tries to come in and rain on your parade, throw your house down, crash your party, again, Scorpio. If you got some beef with Scorpio, or you've got Scorpio in your chart, like you're doing this shit to yourself, or this is just someone, you know, with the Scorpio vibes. Maybe they're not a Scorpio, but they have Scorpio in their chart strong, and you may not know that. And maybe they're not a Scorpio, and you're just like, fuck, if I didn't know any better, you'd be a Scorpio. It's not like you're going to ask for their birth time, right? You don't really give a shit about them. Give me 1 second. These cards went flying. It's like the minute I try to like talk you out of this negative self-talk, the cards go flying. Like, why are you resistant to it? Why? Gemini, know that you are worthy. Know that you deserve happiness and peace of mind. And if you don't believe it, you'll never be able to create it. Opportunity. Opportunity to throw this house down. Whatever threat they're trying to come in with, just say, nah, that shit ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. Doubtful. Or maybe you turn the tables on that Scorpio, or whoever this person is that's trying to threaten your happiness. Maybe you turn the tables and you say, you know what? And you finally put your foot down, and you finally speak up, and you finally say, nah, not anymore. I don't think so. And what does that do to them? Holy shit. They finally had the nerve, the courage, the strength to stand up to me. It's your turn to rain on their parade for the sake of your happiness. All to defend your happiness. I'm not saying go fuck a bitch up, right? I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying any of that. But this person, they get in your head. They make you feel as though you can't move forward. You're believing every minute of it. Stop it, Gemini. Stop. If you're going to put a stop to your own future and abundance, life plans, at least while you're feeling stalled, start coming up with a new plan of action. Queen of Swords and the World card. So, this opportunity, if you don't take this opportunity, you may lose this person. You may lose a lot more than you realized. This could be you, Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I see her as Aquarius. So, does not have to be Aquarius. This can be you, Gemini. This is the Queen of Swords. She is harsh. She is mad. She's like, I'm done. I've had it. I don't give a fuck what I say or do from here on out. I'm done. I'm irritable. I'm pissed. I'm hangry. Whatever it might be. I'm sick and tired of your bullshit, of you coming in trying to threaten my life, my livelihood, my opportunity. It's all coming to an end. No more. She is the cut a bitch card, right? She's about to cut this person out. Doesn't have to be a she because it is a general reading. But this Queen of Swords is worse than the King of Swords. So even if you're a male Gemini, you turn into this Queen of Swords saying, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. I'm going to knock them off their pedestal. They can't come into my house and stall my plans. I've got an opportunity. All this shit comes to an end. Bye. Bye. Boy, bye. Right? That's your sneak peek into October, Gemini. I hope that you continue to manifest your happily ever after. It's time. It is time for you to move forward. It really, really is. I feel as though you've let this person take up way too much space in your head. And they're probably like a total loser too. And, you know, for whatever reason, they just have a way of saying or doing things or getting under your skin. And they've been doing that for so long. They're so good at it because they know exactly what they need to do it. So let's move on to your love life reading. I know that this is a long video. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but let's move on to your love life reading. Here we go. Mid to end of September. Singles and couples. So one card each. Singles, mid to end of September. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. One card for couples. Trust. Okay. What's going on here? Geminis. Gemini singles, make the effort. Have you been hiding under a rock? Have you been afraid to move on, to move forward, to take that leap of faith, to go out and date, meet someone new? You stayed in your Netflix and chill mode, right? It's easier to hook up with someone and not have to put any effort into anything. It's easier to be comfortable with someone who doesn't have high expectations of you. They get what they want, you get what you want. You think all is good, but what that does is that, oh, look at that. What that does is that puts you in a situation where you start to devalue yourself because you're with a fuck boy or girl, right? Make the effort to narrow down your options. Do you want a variety of people to choose from, a variety of people you're dating? No one you really take seriously, but all they're good for is sex, or vice versa. But you've come to a point where you've realized, I want more. This isn't what I want. But you need to make the effort to make that happen. You really, really do. If you're thinking one of these 7 cups is it, I don't see it. I really don't. They've already gotten and been getting what they want out of it. If they haven't already suggested making this a real thing, probably not going to. Making you feel like you've been left out in the cold and you're like, wait a minute, I thought I was getting along with this one pretty good. That's weird. Sex is great. But why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they want to move forward with me? Well, because you've presented yourself as a temporary fix. And that's what they see you as. And so if you want to go back in and say, hey, you know, I can't do this anymore because I'm thinking I want something more serious, you know, and they're not open or receptive to it, then you got to keep on moving. Keep on moving. Move forward. You'll find somebody who's right for you. You will. Okay. So couples, trust. This situation is calling for you to trust. If somebody comes in and threatens your marriage, your relationship, your home life, again, oh Jesus, Gemini, if this is a Scorpio, they are all talk. They present their information as the truth. You will be victorious in figuring out that they're full of shit. Gemini, my God, so full of shit. Protect yourself. The wheel, the karmic wheel is turning here. You are moving forward from this. You are getting away from this toxic energy. Trust your intuition. If you need to guard your pentacles, guard your pentacles. Just be mindful that you are not being selfish and greedy. The universe will reward you as things start moving forward, as you start making progress in your life. But you have to have trust and faith in the divine that things are working out in your favor. And when they feel as though they're not working out in your favor, know that there's a lesson there for you to learn. There's a reason why. And again, Page of Cups in reverse. This is an emotional manipulator. Very immature. They come in, they talk a lot of shit, they throw shade, they're very manipulative. They even say or do things in a roundabout way so that maybe they're not confrontational with you, because I feel like this is someone who doesn't have the balls to say shit to your face. This is someone that might, in a roundabout way, talk bad about you to someone like in your group or someone at work, someone, in your family, and be like, that fool, that bitch, They're the pot stirrer. They stir the pot, they walk away, kick their feet up, and watch shit fall apart. Watch you be miserable. And instead of you staying quiet, Gemini, you got to keep living. You got to keep making your happily ever after. Make sure that when they see you, that they see you happy, stable, with your partner, happily ever after. Fuck whoever is trying to knock you off your pedestal, whoever is trying to knock you down a peg or two, they got to be knocked down a peg or two, right? That's what I'm feeling for Gemini couples. I really feel like you have this very manipulative water sign in your space, in your energy, whoever this is that you've been having to deal with. All kinds of nasty, all kinds of horrible. I'm going to pull a message from your angel card. Well, that was quick. Angel Isabella. Yes, the timing is right for this new venture. A happy outcome follows your positive expectations. What did I just say in the very beginning of this reading? Right? What did I say? Think positively. Get out of that negative mindset. Understand that if you continue to talk down to yourself, if you continue the negative self-talk, the self-sabotage, well, then that's what you're going to continue manifesting. Come on now, Gemini. Do you really want that? So, that was your reading, Gemini. I really hope that this resonated, that it has helped to enlighten you in one way or another. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has subscribed, that has commented, that has liked, who has requested personal readings. Remember, if you'd like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. And October readings will be coming to you soon. If you're not already following me on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram.com/Virgoangeltarot. I usually have monthly specials that I post up there if you are interested in a personal reading. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated with you, I do read all the comments. I get around to them. I promise you I do. I just don't always get a chance to comment. I do personal readings. Find me on Instagram. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. Hit that little bell that will notify you when I upload, okay? Have a great month. See you in October. Bye.